Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to have a conversation with Mr. Sridhar Babu, Head of Engineering, working for a company in Gurgaon. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.
So Sridhar, can we learn about you?
Hi, Prasanna. Thank you. Okay, uh, I have done my schooling from Palem, and it's a small village about 100 kilometers from Hyderabad. And later, I joined engineering in Hyderabad, and I have worked. I have 30 years of experience in engineering, and I'm basically a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
And I worked with a number of companies from India and as well as abroad.
Okay.
And I'm now working with a company here at in Gurgaon.
Okay. Can you please give some outlines of Gurgaon city?
Gurgaon city is 30 kilometers from Delhi, and
Okay.
it is a nice. Yeah. So it is like Gurgaon name came from village of Dronacharya. So it's a background, it's having a history from Mahabharata. And Gurgaon city is a second largest IT hub in India. And it has growth started from 1970s when Maruti started production from Gurgaon. And now it is one of the biggest cities in India.
Okay.
Almost all Fortune 500 companies of the world having head offices in Gurgaon and Delhi.
Okay. 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 You told me like you are like a head of engineering department, right? Can I know
Right.
what exactly you manufacture?
We manufacture, electric vehicles. Electric vehicle is, by name, a vehicle driven by electrical engine.
Okay.
So, okay, so we manufacture electric vehicles. I am the part of the development team in the electric for the electric vehicles.
Okay. Electrical vehicles in the sense, what kind of electrical vehicles you manufacture? Is it like a two-wheeler, four-wheeler, or what kind of vehicle you manufacture?
We manufacture here. We started with three-wheelers. Now we are actually working on development of three-wheelers. We manufacture three-wheelers here, and we have an idea that we will in future develop the two-wheelers and four-wheelers. And as you know that one India is having a large demand for the two-wheelers, and so we will start developing the two-wheelers also. But as of now, we are manufacturing three-wheelers at our plant here.
Okay, okay. Mr. Sridhar, what are the advantages and disadvantages of EV?
Yes, of course. There are the many advantages of electric vehicles. Okay, the major advantage of electric vehicle is it reduces the pollution, because where that is a major challenge as of now in India and as well as in the world. So it reduces the pollution, and then it has another major advantage of the electric vehicle is it actually produces a less noise, and it has a less number of parts. So that is where the durability is very high in an electric vehicle. And there are many other advantages are there, because the number of parts are less, and the electric vehicle, the other what you call is the IC engine vehicle is very heavy. And if you comparatively the electric vehicle with the overall the weight of the electric vehicle is much lesser than normal IC engine vehicle. And another the advantage of electric vehicle is maintenance free also. And then it having a lesser the what you call a recurring cost actually, because you have a electricity where you can charge it to electricity and then you can run the vehicle. When you come to the petrol and diesel engines, you have a lot of recurring cost will be there, because as you know that one the petrol cost has actually gone up to the sky, and then that's where the cost is very high. So that is a recurring cost will be.
Right.
Disadvantages of electric vehicle is the cost actually, because the battery is a much costlier item in the electric vehicle, and the electronics in the vehicle is a another challenge as a total, as a one of the disadvantages of the electric vehicle. But otherwise it has a many advantages over there as a total.
Right. Can we convert like petrol or diesel vehicles to EV vehicle? Is it possible?
Of course, yes, it is possible, and nowadays they are doing some retrofitting, and this is normally called retrofitting. That means you change the you need to change the engine, and you need to change the transmission, a part of transmission, and then as well as you may need to change the some of the wiring harness in the vehicle, and as well as a few parts in the electric system. Then it will become this one. But another major important point is it should have a space for the battery to fit. So you should have a battery. That is a major part of the whole electric vehicle. So if that is the case, then yes, it is possible. And then many vehicles actually they are doing a retrofitting, and there are a lot of big businesses there to convert the petrol and then diesel engines to the electric engine.
Okay. And Mr. Sridhar, can I know what are the different subsystems in EV?
Yeah, it is important to know that what are the different subsystems of EV.
Okay.
And we all other vehicle, if you see the one vehicle, there are basically the suspension is one subsystem. So all other subsystems are as it is actually. There is no change in the any vehicle subsystems. When HVAC is some subsystem, or suspension is one of the subsystem, or you have a vehicle structure is one of the subsystem, or clusters or so these are all things is already as it is there. But the major change will come from the drive, where you will be having the electric motor, and then to run the electric motor you will be having a controller, and then this is as per the motor you will be having a different kind of a controllers. But yes, there will be a controller which actually drives the electric motor for that. And then as well as you will be having a battery system, so that is another subsystem you will be having it. And then the transmission, which is having a so unique thing of electric vehicle is you don't require the number of gears in the what we will be having the an IC engine. That is one of the things where actually it actually reduces overall cost and the complexity in the overall as an IC engine. So that is where you will be having an advantage, as well as the one of the subsystems is the transmission system. So that these are all the one of the subsystem in that.
Okay, I got it. Can I know what are the challenges in developing an electrical vehicle?
As of now, we have there is no matured ecosystem which is still established in India. So that is one of the major challenges in electric vehicle development. And another one is the perspective of the customers, or the always customer think that one electric vehicle may not actually come to the range because of the range anxiety, or because of the whatever they study on the on the papers and all these things. So perspective of the customers. And another challenge is the cost actually, because the Indian customer is very cost conscious. So that is where we have a challenge that within that cost the range, we need to actually develop a vehicle and within the expectation of our customer. So and another challenge of this one, the electric vehicle development, is the resources. Because the as of now the resources also developing some of the subsystems level. So example, like subsystem of battery. So you don't have available resources to develop those kind of things. So those are all the major challenges in the development of electric.
Okay, okay. As per my understanding, in the electrical vehicle, battery is main component, right? And can you please tell me what are the types of batteries are used for electrical vehicles?
These are all like then initially they started with the lead carbon batteries, okay, lead acid batteries, I'm sorry. So there is
Okay.
called a lead acid batteries, okay. We started with the lead acid batteries.
Okay.
Lead acid batteries, after that, like there are lead carbon batteries, they developed onto it. Now lithium ion batteries are now which are running on the road, and then there are the different types of lithium ion batteries actually. And then LFP is one of the chemistry which will be working on that, and which is having a good energy density. And then there is called NMC. So there's kind of a batteries which is having it, and there are so many developments which are going on. They're like now the lithium aluminum oxide, so that is also getting developed, that one. So there's a number of battery chemistries are coming onto it. But majorly, if you look at it, lead acid batteries initially they are actually working, and then now it is the lithium ion battery which is in the market.
Okay, okay. One more thing is, as per my knowledge, the charging time is very, very long for battery vehicles, right? I think like it is one of the drawback of battery vehicles as on today. Can you suggest anything about that?
Well, even today, we are going with a different concept called as swappable battery system nowadays. So
Okay.
that actually, though we are not reducing the charging time, but the swappable battery system is that you will be having a smaller the batteries and in the vehicle, and you can charge anywhere in between, and wherever the charging stations are there. So you will be having a number of charging stations which will be located in the on the way. And if somebody is going on the way, they can actually swipe the batteries and they can go on with the running of the vehicle. So this is one of the solutions which is industry is coming out to reduce the time lagging for the charging of the batteries.
Okay, okay. Mm.
And there are so number of fast charging facilities also there, which is like you can charge the batteries with the fast charging stations. But
Okay.
however, the best solution will be a swappable system solution. And later, yes, we can have another option, but the for the requirement of the there is a different kind of requirement of the cells, and which actually can be charged with the it's kind of a fast charging stations on that. But
Okay.
however, the preferable common man with respect to the cost is concerned, and the other feasibilities are concerned, the charging the swappable charging stations are the best solution for this kind of to reduce the time lag for the charging.
Okay, okay. Mr. Sridhar, can you tell me what is the future for electrical vehicles in India and across the globe?
There's an excellent the future for electric vehicles, not only in India, across the world. If you
Okay.
see the the development or the demand which is coming for electric vehicles across the world is phenomenal.
Right.
Because in US, Europe, and China, the electric vehicle growth is very fast. In India, the growth is not as fast as expected due to many other reasons. As I already told you that because of the not ecosystem is not developed, and other support which is required from the government. However, if you see the number of electric vehicles in India is only 1% out of the complete automobiles available in India. There is a huge growth is expected in this field, and because of the the pollution levels which we need to keep, it is a compulsion it is our compulsion as a world's compulsion to go for a green energy. So this is one of the major source for us to go for a green energy. That is number one point.
Okay.
Second point is we are importing large amount of oil from from outside, and
Right.
which is the major the disadvantage of the running and IC engines or the oil based the vehicles.
Mhm.
So that is where the electric vehicles gives a large advantage for India. If you convert the all many IC engines to an electric vehicles, then we can have a complete ecosystem inside India. So that gives a major advantage that India can become more prosperous, and then we are not depending upon others for our automobiles to move on.
Okay. I think as per your information, we are already hands-on experience developing new technological like electrical vehicles, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
We are actually, India is gearing up for that, and I could able to see from last 4 years, I could able to see a large variation with respect to the technology is concerned. We have a IIT Madras is actually supporting on technologies. ISRO is actually supporting on a cell technology, and then large number of international companies are coming here, and we could able to see now the government is also supporting the with a lot of incentives for the growth of electric vehicles. I think maybe there is a very good growth path is available for the electric vehicles in India.
Okay, okay. What is you visualizing another 10 years related to electrical vehicles in India?
The the growth of electric vehicle, there is a maybe around 30% of our automobiles can be converted into electric vehicles. 30% of electric vehicles is a really huge amount, huge numbers of the electric vehicles
Mhm.
will be get into the market in the on road in India. So that is what is my expectation. My expectation is around 30% of automobiles in India will be electric vehicles in next 10 years. Period.
Mhm. Interesting.
Already there is a Niti Aayog is already expected by 2030 that 30% of electric in India automobiles will become electric vehicles.
Mhm.
But however, because of the COVID and other reasons, it may get delayed. But next 10 years, it is possible to go for this kind of expectation.
Okay, okay, okay. Mr. Sridhar, can you tell me something about your hobbies and your interest? What you do when you have a free time?
See, you are asking a very very difficult question to Android. The first is Android will tell that one watching movies.
Okay.
Yes, we basically from Andhra Pradesh when we are coming out, so we watch a lot of movies. Whenever we get the time, we watch a lot of movies.
Mhm.
And I have an habit of reading some books or in between I have done my in 2006 I thought of why don't you do I do something on that one. I have done my MS in consultancy management from Bits, and then later I thought of doing something more on education side. Then I have done my MTech from SRM University.
Mhm.
So I have a habit of doing some degrees or doing something on education reading. So I love to read some technical books and which is related to me on that, or otherwise doing some degrees. So maybe I may plan for some other degree so that it will be a not only engage me but also gives me some good knowledge.
Okay, okay. And do you think like communication plays a vital role for laddering the career?
Of course, actually, a lot of reports are there worldwide. You can able to see that
Mhm.
communication. If you see anybody, if you see in anybody's career path, communication plays a major role on that one, more than a technical skills.
Right.
So people say that the attitude, which is normally called an emotional intelligence, and emotional quotient or emotional intelligence, and then later comes to that your communication skill. And then when you grow into the ladder, then as a leader you need to have a perfect communication skills, by which you need to influence your people. That is where you become a good leader. So communication skills, not only just speaking skills, but also by the body language, or by communicating in through the mails and then other media. So that is one of the major factors of our growth.
No, you're talking about oral and written communication, right?
Oral communication, not
And
only oral
written.
communication, but also written communication.
Written
Yes.
communication, yes.
Written communication.
Okay. Okay, Sridhar, I have a last question for you. And
Sure.
you have done your mechanical engineering, and after that, you have a solid hands-on experience into mechanical engineering side, and you have right now working for a electrical manufacturing vehicle company, and someone wants to join these kind of companies. What you suggest upcoming professionals into your domain?
Good question, actually.
Thank you.
See, we expect that as an industry head, or as a head of engineering, I expect that the people who are coming to our industry has not only good technical knowledge, but also understands some of the latest technologies available in the industry. Example, they need to know some of the CAD, CAM, CAE solutions.
Okay.
That means somebody is having a mechanical engineering, they will have an added advantage if they have some CAD, CAM, CAE experience, or have a knowledge of the industry. But also, some of the electrical engineers who are coming to the industry should have some knowledge of practical knowledge of how the electric vehicle runs, and how the connections have been given, what are the basic factors of this. So that kind of a knowledge they should have on that. This will come only when the people work hands-on and understand that what exactly the practically, that whatever their knowledge they have can be converted faster into a exact on the field.
Okay. Yeah. And Mr. Sridhar, do you have any questions for me?
I don't have any questions, but I have some appreciation to you on that. That yes, thank you very much, for this time, and then the conversation we have, and it's a great experience, and I could able to put some of my thoughts in front of you, and yes, there's a lot more things for us from the industry, and as well as India require the electric vehicles for the future.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sridhar. Nice talking to you. I hope we had a nice conversation, which can be useful for a lot of people. We are doing a social responsibility, sharing knowledge, sharing experience. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank
Bye.
you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.